Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. This one is a very personal video, so I can understand if you don't want to watch it. That completely makes sense. Today I would like to discuss why 2023 was the best year of my life. Now, this isn't the most literal saying. 2023 has not been the best year of my life, but I would say it's been the best year of the past decade, a little over a decade. Of course, life was better back when I was in kindergarten, but it's not like we're getting any younger. And really looking back on it, 2023 has been a phenomenal year for me. Um, I'm honestly really grateful to have made it to the end of 2023 and to be able to look back on everything that's happened this year and the person that I am, especially compared to the start of the year. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. I'm For the first time in a very long time, I can say that I'm happy. I'm happy with my life, with people around me, with where I'm going, with what I'm doing. I'm just happy. And I feel like for years, that's something I've never been able to truly say. Now, I do want to preface my life is not bad. I don't live in a third world country, and even compared to people around me, I'm more than well aware that my life is not that bad. Um, I've definitely experienced a lot of hardships and a lot of difficult times, but I my family still provides and I help them out quite a lot with stuff like that. And I've never been homeless. So I definitely am not dumb. I can't say I've lived a horrible life. Um, and my heart does go out to those of you that are having a troubling time. But it really is just exciting to say that I'm happy, you know? Uh, a couple reasons why I'm happy with this year. It's kind of a lot, actually. First is this YouTube channel. It's actually over a year old now, or it should be over a year old. Um, Honestly, making YouTube videos is something I've wanted to do for years. Every kid wants to be a YouTuber. Um, I don't put the most effort into my channel, but really, I like doing videos sitting in a room and talking. It is just very authentic to me. I enjoy watching other videos of people that just sit down and talk. Individuals like Mr. Tomo or Real Life Ryan, they really were the inspiration for me wanting to start doing videos like this. And I also feel like it would help me um, to just be able to discuss things and sort of like public speaking. I think the very first video I ever did was one for a high school presentation senior year, and I made it, and I thought, that was pretty fun actually. And the rest of my class was like, "Wow, that was a great video." And my teacher even said that like that presentation I gave through video format was like one of the three best presentations she had across the whole class, all of the classes that senior year. And that really made me think that I feel like if I practice and I get better at public speaking, I can actually do something here. Maybe I could help someone or I just share someone's opinion. That's really the main goal of this YouTube channel is I just want to share my honest opinions about different things with other people. Maybe reach people that share these opinions or that would enjoy talking back and forth. Uh, And I feel like I have at least somewhat done that, as some of my subscribers are my friends, obviously, but there's a good handful of you, I think three or four of my very few seven, that are just people. And it honestly means a lot to me that a random person would actually subscribe, that a random person would stick around to hear what I have to say. And well, subscriber count and all that doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. I just enjoy making videos. I am glad that I can reach someone on the other side of my computer screen. And definitely, I feel like starting off 2023, I had a lot of time to kill, wasting time, days where I did nothing. And starting YouTube and progressively working more and more to make videos was a great way to constructively apply my time and to actually work towards something and create something. And I'm very happy and proud of what I've created here, even if it's not the best. I mean, I'm doing this on an old computer back from when I was in junior high. And, I would like to get some better equipment, maybe a better camera or microphone later on down the line. I definitely feel like those are things I should invest in. But as of right now, I'm okay with just doing it on this. And they're definitely in the second half of 2023. I have not hardly posted that much, especially compared to the first half. And that's for a variety of reasons. Um, which, a lot of those reasons are actually reasons why 2023 was such a fantastic year for me. The first of those, and I would say these next two, are really big moments in my life and really big things that take up a lot of time, but I'm not upset that they take up a lot of time because I do really enjoy them. The first is college. You know, I've been out of college over a year now, and I gotta say, or not out of college, I've been out of high school over a year now. And I gotta say, looking back on it, I heavily dislike high school. It, at the end of the day, I felt like I was just wasting time going there. Sure, I applied myself, and for a good while there, I actually had a 4.0. I got A's in almost every single class in my later years, but I just never liked high school. It was never fun. I never had a lot of friends. I was never popular. I've just always kind of been that guy in the back of the room, and I was never really sure what to do. Um, Naturally, having exceptionally high grades, it was a given I'd go to college, but I'd been in college for over a year, and I thought to myself, what am I doing here? I changed majors constantly, and well, over the course of summer, I picked a new one, did that class in August, and I gotta say, I really enjoy what I'm doing and what I'm currently majoring in. And I could see myself doing this for the rest of my life. I genuinely have so much fun in class, so much fun in lecture with what I'm doing. The science behind it is great. And I really think that I can have a successful career that I will enjoy. And that makes me very happy because I no longer feel lost. The second of these two major things is a job. I got my first job this year, towards the beginning of summer, and I gotta say, I wasn't looking forward to it. I've been avoiding a job just because I want to be able to do something with my life. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I never realized how much I would like having a job until I actually had one. I love all of my coworkers. They're fantastic people. My managers are very nice people. And I feel like I've made a lot of friends at work. I have not really had many friends, especially physically in real life, not at all. But to be surrounded by so many people that are excited to work with me and great teamwork, I enjoy working with them. It's a fantastic little spot in my life, and I'm obviously not going to work here forever, but I am really going to miss this job once I do eventually leave. And I would say most of all, I really enjoy what I do. I make pizza. It's not the most interesting thing in the world, but I like it a lot actually. Making pizza is pretty fun. And every shift is always a blast, no matter who I'm working with. And there's been a lot of days where I clock out and I go to my car and I just think about how happy I am, how much fun I'm having in life, even though I'm at a job. I never thought that it would be so fantastic. Now, some other things I've been doing is spending more time with my family, and that is specifically my brothers. I've been trying to spend a lot more time with them, both of them, and while I struggle to connect with one a little more than the other, I feel like I've done a pretty good job at being able to spend time with them both, give them my attention, hang out with them. I mean, with one of them, we play through Halo constantly. Just this year, we played through Combat Evolved 2, 3, ODST, Reach, 4, Sum of 5, and we're even playing Halo Infinite right now. And I honestly just have a lot of fun spending time with my family. That also extends to both of my parents. I enjoy spending time with them quite a lot. And also friends. Um, of course, as I stated, my friends I have in real life, but also people online. Um, it was in 2022, technically, but one of my friends that I've known for a while kind of threw me into a Discord server with a lot of people I'd never met before. I think the only person I knew was him. And over the course of last year, but mostly this year, I've gotten to know a lot of them a lot better. And it's actually very surprising how much I have in common with some of these people. And, we'll spend hours in voice call together discussing shows or opinions, different life experiences. And it's very fun to just be talking to people and be surrounded by people that are like minded, that are around my age, that have fun talking to me just as much as I do to them. And I really am thankful for all of the friends that I do have. Next is manga. Of course, what this channel is mainly centered around. Boy, have I read a lot this year, and there have been some great ones. Specifically, a couple, I would say three, like four, are manga that I would genuinely put in my top 15 of all time. They are fantastic stories. Of course, Black Clover, that one's not new, but I did reread that one towards the tail end of this year. And I've also been doing chapter reviews on Black Clover for some of the final arc. And honestly, I have a lot of fun making those videos. I would watch videos of people who made chapter reviews on Bleach or Naruto way back in the day, or even My Hero, and that was more recently. And I always thought, like, man, I want to do that, and I just buckled down and did it, and I've not regretted it. I really enjoy breaking down a chapter, discussing it, just like all those people I looked up to years ago. JoJo, I finally, well, I wouldn't say started JoJo, because I started JoJo a long time ago, but I finished part one, and I was pleasantly surprised with how fantastic that was. And actually, I would say part one is my favorite JoJo part. Um, I part one gets a lot of slander, but I really like part one, especially the connection between Jonathan and Dio. It's just all fantastic. But part two was just as incredible. I love part two. Part three was a little bit of a letdown, but I mean, it still had a phenomenal ending. That final volume of part three was iconic in so many ways. And I didn't start Nisekoi this year, but this year I did finish Nisekoi. Again, another manga. I don't like love stories at all. It's never been my thing, but was a beautiful manga, one that I love. I just the rereadability of it is insane. Um, and the characters, all of the characters, their progression, how they character arcs, how they grow is beautiful. It's a wonderful manga. Sakamoto Days, I read that one. It was good. I like Sakamoto Days. It's not the best manga I've ever read, but ooh, there is some really fantastic action sequences in that series. Now, the big three here that I really enjoyed is Hell's Paradise. I watched the first season of the anime that came out this year. I loved it. Every episode had me gripped, waiting week to week for the next one. And as soon as it was over, I jumped on the manga and I read the entire manga in one day. And that was, oh, it's an incredible story. I really like Hell's Paradise a lot. It's one of my favorite new gen series, even though it's already over. I think it had a great ending, and I think it's just a fantastic series with an incredible cast. Now, the next two are older ones, but they definitely hit me hard. I love both of these series, and that is Battle Angel Alita. This one I did do a review on, and I feel like this one for me only gets sweeter with time. I love it. It's it, despite the fact that it's old, it's just so well written, and I appreciate so many little details and who Alita is and the character journey that she goes on through this series, and especially the latter two arcs of the series were really well done. I was constantly engaged. There's some fantastic and beautiful artwork in the series. And then the last one, Trigun. And this does obviously extend to Trigun Maximum. This is a series I'd had my eye on for a long time now. I saw the DVD on a shelf in a store a long time ago, long time ago. And I thought, oh, that looks fun. And I Googled it one day and I thought, oh, that looks cool. It's for the Trigun anime. And I'd always wanted to see what Trigun was about. Well, a friend recommended it to me a lot, and I thought, all right, I'll read it. It had a slow start, but Trigun is another phenomenal story. Very high up there, top 10 manga for me, easily. And Trigun is actually, while reading Trigun, was one of the only two moments that I did shed tears in the year of 2023. The first was watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the second was reading Trigun. No spoilers, of course, but with the events of Wolfwood and his big climactic character moment, that was heavy. That was very heavy. I think Wolfwood is a fantastic character. He's one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite side character in manga. Honestly, I've just read so many fantastic series this year, and I already have a couple planned out for what I'm reading next year, and it's still another hot list of some great series, and I'm really looking forward to all that I'm going to be reading next year. And of course, well, not next year. Actually, that is this year. I'm getting mixed up. This year, I do need to finish my Black Clover reviews. I've read the series and I just got to give my thoughts on it. Now, These next two are very personal. Um, I've also spent a lot of time this year developing, I would guess you could say, my philosophy, who I am as a person. Uh, New Year's party of 2022 going into 23. It was a good party, but I woke up the next day thinking to myself, I don't feel like I'm liked by many. And I feel like I came across as very annoying and not a fun person to be around. And I've spent a lot of time this year reflecting on who I've been and how I carry myself, how others perceive me, though I don't really mind too much how others perceive me, but more so it's a reflection of how I perceive myself. I've spent a lot of time thinking about that, developing who I am, and very much exercising, trying to be a very kind individual and also a very patient individual. And I feel like coming off 2023, I went on quite a character arc throughout that year, and I am very proud of the person that I have become. The other thing, and I'm going to try to wrap up this next point fast because I could talk about it for a while, is my fitness journey. I love working out, I love fitness. It's all really fantastic. I love learning about it, I love doing it. Working out is just so much fun. I've been doing it for about 5 ish years now, but 2023 has been the year where I really just wanted to be bigger. And I have consumed a lot of protein, probably more protein in this year than I have in the past couple before it. I did gain weight, actually about 15 pounds. Not all muscle, but that's okay. I still think I look pretty good though. I did a lot of progressive overloading this year, definitely pushing myself a lot harder than I ever have before. I used to just do 30 push ups and call it a day. Well, now I do 30 and then another set of 20, and then I keep going until failure. My strength has increased exponentially, and that is especially apparent with pull ups. You know, Starting 2023, I could do maybe 2 or 3 pull ups with bad form. Now I can easily bang out 10 with exceptional form and full range of motion, and that's quite an achievement for me personally. I'm quite proud of being able to do that, and I only seek to increase those numbers. Now, there have been some muscles that I guess I would say I've unlocked. They are much more visible towards the end of 2023 as opposed to the start, and those are my lower chest. Um, there's a lot of definition in my lower chest now, and my chest overall is just a lot fuller than it was. The long head of my tricep is finally visible. So when I flex my tricep, you can actually see all 3 heads now, which is pretty exciting. My rear delts, these are pretty much exclusively a result of wide grip pull ups, but my rear delts are there and they are prominent, and I love it. Also, the rectus femoris on my quad. Um, I wouldn't say there's striations on my quad. I'm not that lean by any means. But the rectus femoris is much more visible and it makes me very happy. And the grand prize goes to my lats. They are practically non existent the past couple of years because I have hardly trained back at all in my life. And I've prioritized back training this year pretty much above all other training. And my lats have grown. It's almost ridiculous how much they've grown. I would flex them or try to flare them out, and you couldn't see them. It was completely flat square. But now when I do it, you can prominently see my lats from the front, and that makes me very happy. From the back, I mean, I'm not Dorito back by any means, but it is definitely much more triangular. And again, I gotta give it to wide grip pull ups. It's just a heck of an exercise. And I'm very happy with actually having lats now. Two smaller points to round off this list of fantastic things is I got my license. This is something I've been working towards for a little bit, and it's pretty exciting to actually have a driver's license. And then, last thing is my hair. um, I would say finally my hair is at a length where I enjoy it. I've been growing it out for 3.5 years now. Of course, the occasional trim here and there, but it's here. It's long. It's fluffy and full, and I love it. I really love my hair. Of course, I'm gonna cut it one day, but for now, it's just fun to have long hair. I think it looks great, and I really do just like my hair. I've spent a lot of time just having a buzzed head, and then I said, yeah, I'll just grow it out. And I never really got around to cutting it. Um, uh, After year one, it was like, eh. After year two, I just kind of thought, you know what, I'm gonna fully commit. I'll grow it out. Year three, it was really good length, and we're at like 3.5, and I'd say I'm very happy with the length and how it looks. I mean, I do spend a lot of time maintaining it and cleaning it. And this, overall, hasn't been a perfect year. I did get in a car accident in November. That was not fun at all by any means. That really sucked. Getting in a car accident's not fun. It was a little scary. And, I picked myself up though. We got through it. We made it. Luckily, no one was hurt. Damage was minimal. And was able to pick myself up and keep on going. Another point, you know, I struggle with this one because sometimes I'm happy and sometimes I'm not. Is I've just been single all year. Haven't dated anyone, and on one hand, it's it is what it is. I spent a lot of time developing myself, who I am, spending a lot of time on self-improvement. But on the other hand, maybe I wouldn't mind having a girlfriend. But it is what it is. I'm focusing on me first, my goals, and of course college, getting through that. Really, it's not too bad. I wouldn't really say I have any New Year's resolutions because there's nothing I want to change. I'm happy with who I am, with what I'm becoming, and where I'm going. And I feel like 2024 should end up being a great year. I hope you guys all have a great 2024 and a good day. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.